Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we just declared war on Munster. We are of course doing this in a slightly slow fashion deliberately in order to break them up, and that'll be absolutely fine. So we'll just raise all of our troops over here and we'll just head right on in as soon as they're raised. I'm not expecting this war to be challenging in the slightest, so that'll be fine. What a good evening. We made friends. Cool. So we do catch some of their forces here. No, please do go on. And we are going to, I think, immediately come out here and attack them here as well. So we need 500 troops sieging this. That seems easy enough. We will send, actually, these nearly 800 will be fine, plus the mangonels. And the rest of our forces are going to come in over here. They're locked in, so we're not going to have any problems here. So we'll catch them, and this will be fine. Mozarabism. In Portugal. Okay. I'm not sure that we care about that, but whatever. Perhaps we should consider joining this crusade. What happened with the last crusade, anyway? Not good things, it looks like. Okay, fantastic. We're probably not going to join this one either. For the time being, I want our main forces to pursue down over here. Yes, we're going to take attrition. And he has allies up over this way. That's fine. We're going to go find them in Desmond. Our cat gave us 2 gold. Thank you, cat. And we're going to fight them here. And we got a valuable hostage. Fantastic. Let's head on down over here. Do we have a siege commander? No. No, we do not. So we're going to win this battle. No problem whatsoever there. And the war's over. So we're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. There we go. And we're at 9 of 9, so we don't need to hand anything out. That looks good. We've got strategic marches here. Okay. Otherwise, this is all economic, which seems reasonably fine. We would want to build a pair of cities over here. That would be a reasonably high priority, and we would need a new spy master. Let's go for this countess. Cool. We would definitely want to build here wetland farms and hunting grounds, and I believe we've got this location as well. Yes. Okay. Losing control in Braveny, huh? That's the second time that's happened. That is sad, but it's okay. So we're only making 8 gold per month right now. Now we're making 21. The difference, of course, is we were replenishing our soldiers. Okay, there we go. Now we're making 25. That's much more like it. Fantastic. So, Domhnall came of age. That's fine. I wanted to check in... Yeah, those are all good to go. So we need this temple holding, which we have 9 months on. We need this city holding, which we can begin construction on wetland farms immediately. So we'll go ahead and do that. And this ransom is fine for 50 gold. Fantastic. Do we have anyone else that we can ransom? No. No, we don't. We don't have this building. That is, of course, because this is a duchy building. And we don't have the duchy. So that's to be expected. Yes. We've neither donated gold nor pledged our army. 416. Do we just take the piety hit? I feel like we just take the piety hit. Ooh. 420 gold here. I love it. Okay, so that immediately is going to get invested into a city holding here. Could we have sent that to the Crusade in order to avoid the piety hit? Yes. Do we care? No. Fantastic. So that'll be okay. So, we gain 120 piety, and we would pledge our warriors' support. 419 gold. A level of devotion, and 250 piety. But we would lose 15 stress as well. I feel like this is not a bad penalty. We'll pay it. Beautiful. So that's fine. Our sinful actions do come at a cost. Wait, he asked again? Instantly? Dude, you just did this. Okay. So we just lost 2 levels of devotion because he asked twice in a row. And then he excommunicated us. Okay. Well, that has an effect on the landscape, for sure. That now means that it's much more likely that we get declared on by these guys out over here. So we should definitely boost up our armored footmen. No doubt about that. He tried to excommunicate us again. I feel like it was a bug that he did that twice. But he would have excommunicated us either way, I think. I don't think the excommunication was a bug. But I think losing a level of piety, losing 2 levels of piety was a bug, I think. I'm not 100% on that. And I don't think it's a huge deal. So I'm not going to, like, try to fix it with the debug mode or anything, but it seems to be okay. She's just a cat. So at this point, we need to work up our armored horsemen, right? This is going to cost 800 gold. The question is, do we build here first? I really do want to be working on our economy, and I feel like we're making enough gold to do both. So we need 200 gold for this city. That's about 10 months out. These guys are almost certainly pledged to the Crusade, and they're actually not that much stronger than us. Yeah, England is not much stronger than us at all. Fascinating. France is quite a lot stronger, and if we were to have issues with France, issues would ensue. No doubt about that. But I don't really think that they're likely to do that. How long on our truce here? 3 years. Noted. That seems fine. We do get a new stewardship perk here, and we will take, say... I like the idea of centralization here. Development growth in our capital is important. We will be moving our capital. But I wouldn't mind getting additional development growth here. Looks like we just went up to development level 10. Okay. So we need a new chancellor. That will be this guy. Sounds good. Excellent. And we're going to start constructing another city holding here in 2 months. Cool. So the Crusade here is going to be starting, or actually has it started? I'm not sure that the Crusade has started. Indeed. But we'll see. We can sell our trivial titles, we'll draw up writs of honor, and see what happens. It's probably going to be a bad event, but, actually, our friend just wants to give us 200 gold. With no strings attached. I love it. So we'll take that despite the stress, and we will construct a new city holding. Right, we're already constructing this one. So, this is our friend that just gave us gold. We learned of the secret. We're not going to reveal it. 22 months here. This, of course, means that we can max out our armored horsemen, since we can't build that quite yet. So we'll max those out. That looks good. And our increased county control task finally finished. Let's work down in Thomond next. Beautiful. So, of course, we're only making 11.9 gold per month. And the reason for that is because we're reinforcing our armored horsemen. This does, however, mean that our military status is much, much better, and it will get even better once we start developing our military duchy properly. We're not doing that just yet, but we'll get there. Old foes, huh? We didn't lose. Let's not become obsessed with vengeance. We'll just gain some stress. It'll be okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, we're not going to do this. I can't right-click it. I did, but it came back. I wonder if that is to do with that bug. Perhaps. Perhaps. So what do we want to put this gold into at this point? Well, we're going to have the city construction done in 16 months. That's when we can start up this city construction. That'll be fine. The cattle lands here will be done in 3 months. Our daughter, huh? Essentially, she ate all of our food. My treat, I guess. Well, there goes 100 gold. We could become reclusive and lose our friend. But I don't think we will. I think all we're going to do is pet Mike. Fantastic. Thank you, my friend. And that's all we'll do for now. We could host a feast or call a hunt. Those are relatively expensive. Calling the hunt is cheaper. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll lose a little bit of stress. Mediator, huh? But that would gain us stress. I don't want to do that. Cool. So we're going to be done with this construction in 10 months. This construction is done, so we should definitely put in hunting grounds here. Beautiful. So 9 months and 11 months until these are done. Sounds good. We're going to need, at that time, like, a lot of gold. A lot of gold. How much are we going to need? We're going to need, like, 100 here, 150 here, and then 400 here. Okay, so like 650 gold is what we're going to need. What task did we just finish? A conversion? Yes, you're not working on anything. So go ahead and convert enthronement. Fantastic. That'll only take 4 years. Not a big deal. Now, we're excommunicated right now. Should we form a new Christian faith? Well, we're lacking the piety to do it. But that would definitely be interesting. Or we could adopt insularism. What could go wrong at this point now that we've converted nearly all of Ireland? No, I think that we probably stick with Catholicism. It's probably going to be okay. We can demand a few payments. I guess this is fine. And I guess this is fine too. Cool. Perfume has low durability, huh? We actually don't have that equipped. We should. We should. How much will it cost to repair? Oh, that's cheap. Done. Excellent. So, this construction just finished. We now definitely need actually a trade port here, so that's a little bit more gold than I thought we needed. We'll definitely put in a trade port. Our friend died. That's sad. And we do need a new marshal, which would be our current spy master. And then our spy master will become her. Cool. This guy has a claim on the Duchy of Holland. That's okay. Let's go ahead and immediately begin construction on guilds in this city. Cool. So this bishopric is done. This city is going to require an additional 250 gold to bring it up to bare bones standards, right? Sure. We'll pay the royal court a visit. What do we got going on here? 75 prestige. Actually, this would lose us stress, but we would gain the trait paranoid. So we'll pass on that. Cool. We can extort our subjects, and with that money... county extorted is probably the way to go here. With that money, we're going to host a feast. No, we're not. That's 200 gold. That's more than I wanted to pay, because we can start work on this city right now. So we're going to do so, and now we can theoretically work on paying down our stress levels a little bit. That'll be fine. We're currently 57, and we need to think about our succession. Uh-huh. So, hypothetically, if we were to disinherit this son, we would gain disinheritor for 5 years. That is a penalty that they've added in here. That didn't used to be the case, but I think that's probably okay. So, if we do this again, does that stack, is the question. Let's find out. No. Beyond the first is just free. Noted. Okay, so that's good to know. We're going to complete these constructions eventually. So it's just going to be these two cities that we're putting money into for the time being. That does, of course, mean that we can start to transfer these over into being... Oh, status quo on the Iberian Peninsula. Okay, for a second there I was confused, but that's fine. We got 100 extra gold. We can start transitioning these into being proper military duchies. This fish pond is a lot of money, and we can lose stress. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That's fine. These constructions are all fine. We have a grandson, sure. So no real problems there. We can start thinking about constructing castle holdings up here. We don't have to hold these ourselves. Being baronies, we can grant and retract them at will. So that would be absolutely fine. I think building these castles is probably the best way to go. So let's go for taxwoman here, and then into defensive measures down the architect tree would be the plan. Cool. Okay, so this is going to be done in 22 months and 3 years here. So we've got quite a lot of time on those constructions. That's looking good. Ah, okay. So Mike just calmed us down by sitting on our lap and purring. Thank you, Mike. Mite is probably going to die somewhat soon, though, right? This doesn't say when we got Mite, but Mite's been around for a while. So that's probably going to happen eventually. How long on our truce? Is that up? It is actually up. So we should probably declare war on this guy again, seizing the county of Ormond. Or Desmond. We could do either. It doesn't really matter. But I feel like Ormond is a little cleaner. I don't know why. It looks a little cleaner than doing this to me. So we'll do it this way. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to slowly ease our way into controlling all of Ireland. That's the idea here, and again, we expect this to not be a particularly challenging war. Cool. So we'll eliminate his army with no real problem. We will leave behind 400 troops, looks like. Okay. So, I guess this levy group. And we'll go chase them down. They're actually down over here. Okay, we'll see where they're going to go from here. Do we catch them here? No, we don't. Okay, we're going to have to bait them into locking in here. And catch them up over this way. Awkward timings were awkward, but it should be fine. So we're going to fight them up here. No problem whatsoever. We get the defensive bonus. Apparently our son died, but he wasn't our heir. Okay, so that's good. I mean, it's not good. We gained a bunch of stress from it. The war is over, and we're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. Fantastic. So obviously we can't hold this territory, right? I want to take a look here. Yeah, I think we're going to grant out, for right now, Thomond. So we'll grant that over to a noble of the correct title. And we should immediately move to increasing control over here. Done. And the reason I wanted to control this was so that we could control what structures go in here. Specifically, we want to build farms and fields for right now. And we'll keep an eye on these constructions and continue to work on those. They will give us some income, but not a ton. Coinage is about to finish up here. And there it is. I was just thinking it had been a while. Royal prerogative for Crown Authority. I feel like Crown Authority is the way to go. Cool. So there we go. That'll be fine. We do need to work down our stress a little bit. We'll debase. Cool. And we can use that gold to host a feast. There we go. Welcome, friends. That will hopefully drop our stress somewhat, although it wasn't much that it dropped it. We did make a new friend, so that's good. Cool. And we don't need to work over here. Unfortunately, this is a little military heavy, but whatever. It doesn't actually matter. So we're bringing up this control level. Control levels across the board aren't ideal. Well, up here, in the locations we've controlled for a while, they're okay. They're improving. But they're not quite where we want them to be. So, we're going to keep an eye on these locations, of course, and over here as well. This construction will be done in 6 months, and 2 years here. So that's looking good. I do want to start construction on a castle holding up here. We've got the cash for it, so we'll get going on that. We can hand out 3 locations, and we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 castles up here. Okay, that seems fine. A creeping suspicion, huh? Okay, our investigation failed. Whatever. We'll attend this guy's feast. Hopefully we'll lose some stress, but it usually doesn't happen when we're attending other people's feasts. Cool. So, we now have 3 months left on this guild hall. 50 days. So we definitely need to be banking our gold and building castles. 50 gold? Yes, please. Thank you. 2 years left here. That's going to go down pretty soon. Okay. So, another 10 days left on this guild hall. What are we going to build here next? Definitely wetland farms. Okay. So that was only 100 gold. This construction is going to be done in 8 months, and we've still allegedly got 2 years left. Okay, now 23 months. Cool. Our castle up over here has 3 years on it. That's to be expected. And I think our next construction is going to be another castle here. Looks like we're about 4 months out from that, approximately, depending on events. When can we extort our subjects again? Not for another 2 years, although we can sell trivial titles right now. Do it. And with that gold, we're going to construct this castle holding. Perfect. This is not a haggle at a peasant's market. I don't think we need the additional gold, really, because we're about to have enough to construct another holding out here, which we can do literally right now. So the other holding, the only remaining holding that we need to construct is a castle holding here. We can't do that until this one is done. And there's a faith conversion finishing up. Perfect. So let's get another faith conversion going in Ormond. There we go. Control level in Thomond, we don't care too much about. We'll work on bringing that up eventually, but it's not the highest of priorities. And we'll go after Desmond. That truce is gone? Ah, it is a different person. So let's go ahead and seize the petty kingdom of Munster here. Beautiful. So we're going to raise up our forces here, and we're going to go on in. This is going to be Ireland fully under our control. Crop fields have been completed over here. So we, of course, want to immediately put in a trade port, but we're lacking a little bit of gold for that. We're actually negative with our forces up right now. So that's noted. Okay, we're going to need to split off a few forces here. We're going to leave, like, just these guys sieging. And this war is going to be over incredibly soon, right? They have very little left that they can do. They actually went here. Awkward. Okay, so we're going to hop up over this way and fight them. 500 gold for feudal taxes? Loyalty is worth more than levies right now. We'll deal with that eventually, but not at this moment. Cool. So they just got stack wiped. We're going to bring these guys home, and we're going to disband them. They'll take 3 months to return home, but that's fine. We want to be making gold. We're going to enforce these demands and disband these troops. Okay. So she retains the petty kingdom, unfortunately. So she's a duchess level at this point. We want to revoke that if we could, but we have a truce. For right now, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. That's all fine. We'll grab defensive measures here. What can we do in here? Oh, we can pet might again. Consider it done. Thank you, my friend. Cool. So Desmond is going to require a city holding and a temple holding to be constructed. So that's all well and good. We do need to get our trade port built here. We can compliment your relentless courage. That's fine. And it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will continue to work on our investments here, but Ireland is now unified. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisol, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.